Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Steven.
Hello, hi, I'm Dr. Alia.
Alia, can you start now? Anything?
Yeah, I can start now. Can you see my slides?
Yes, can
Yeah,
see.
can see.
Can
No
see,
problem.
yeah? Okay, all right. So the topic today that we'll be talking about is how we're going to improve our inner and outer beauty at home. So as we know the current status that we are in right now, the MCO, so we are all, most of us are at home right now, not able to do our normal routine, go to work or other routines that we usually do outdoor. So probably we take this opportunity to maybe learn a bit or try to see how we can improve and our inner and outer beauty at home. So let's go to the main topic first. So what is inner beauty and what is outer beauty lah? Okay, so inner beauty is something that is much more internal, so it's from within. So usually what we always see when we say the word beauty, we always think about something that looks from outside, much more of external or visual, or what we see in the eyes lah, what we see in front of us. So that's what we usually, when we talk about beauty, that we always focus on outer beauty. But today we'll be talking about both how this inner and outer beauty and how they work in hand. Okay. So what exactly is inner beauty? So inner beauty is actually what we say is something that comes from within. Compared to what we always see the outer beauty lah. So inner beauty, which we can divide it to two main categories. We will see it in two categories, which is physical and mental. So what do you mean by physical? Physical is much more of how we can improve our physical health from inside. So I think this is one topic that slightly yesterday Dr. Siu also touched on yesterday. And what we mean by mental, mental is probably much more of the goodness and purity of thoughts that we have. So I'll go into deeper on what we mean by physical and mental inner beauty. So the main thing about physical in terms of wellness we want to see is usually our diet lah. So in terms of diet, what we mean by eating well, usually is we have to look at what we take, what we consume daily. So in terms of our balance, how our meals are, whether it's balanced or not, are we getting the right nutrients that can help and benefit our body? And so in terms of what we should take, we should make sure that we take a lot of all the good to make sure that we get all the good nutrients is what we apply in our diet lah. So in terms of like taking in a good amount of vegetables, and it has to come from very various type of vegetables that we take, taking fruits, what type of proteins that we take, try to avoid taking all the processed food and all that. And also one thing that I think Dr. Siu also highlighted yesterday is we have to look at our sugar intake. What type, try to avoid having high sugar diet lah. Okay, and also in terms of our water intake as well. So we need to, aside from eating well, we also have to make sure that we're taking adequate water intake, not in just in terms of our health, but it also contributes to our skin health as well. Also exercise. So I think exercise, we need to do exercise regularly. But maybe right now with the current status, a lot of people will say, oh, I cannot go exercise now, cannot go out of the house. But we have to try to adjust and amend of our current situation. So we can still exercise despite being under this MCO, where we can probably try to adjust or see how we can, with our current situation, how we can change this and try and alter our normal routine. Maybe before this we used to go to the gym, or we do some group exercise outside and all that. So maybe we can try and adjust. And now we have a lot of access to the online videos, probably we can do something, or even you can do it online with your friends, or some nowadays we can also see even online people are doing online workouts, like group workouts, but all in their own vicinity of their own home. So you can, what other exercise you can do indoors, like yoga, stretching, or even people are doing HIIT workouts even at home. So you can do it inside, indoor, or maybe if you have a specific room, or even your vicinity of your porch, also you can do it there as well. And also, like for example, like before this, maybe if you're used to going to the gym, so you want to have you don't have all the gym equipments like weights and all that, we can try and adjust and be creative lah. So maybe we can like try and make weights by using like empty plastic bottles, or try and use some of appliances in the house that we can use as our weights as well. So we still can exercise at home despite this MCO, but don't go out of the house lah, within your house area only lah. And another thing that's very important in terms of inner beauty as well is our sleep. So sleep, people maybe before this, everybody having a very busy lifestyle, maybe they don't focus much on their sleep, or maybe they sleep late, sleep not enough hours. So I think we should take this opportunity to catch up on our sleep, probably try to sleep good hours and at the right time every day lah. So average, we would say that sleep, we will target at least around 6 to 7 hours daily. And why sleep is very important, because sleep actually, when you actually have lack of sleep, it can contribute to a lot of health issues. So sleep deprivation can also cause problems like chronic illnesses, and also it can also affect your skin health as well. And if lack of sleep as well can also cause decrease our immune deficiency. So it will actually decrease your immune system, and this will make you be prone to getting, illnesses lah. Sometimes even the common cold and all that. Okay, and also at the same time, in terms for the skin, when you don't sleep enough, it also causes premature skin aging. So in terms of mental health, I think this is one thing that we can try to do a lot during this period of time. So what we mean by mental health, or either how we improve our this, especially is because now we got a lot of ample time. So how we make sure that how we portray ourselves from outside the outer beauty, we have to look inside as well. That means what we have a positive attitude, and it also makes us feel good. And when people are around us, can actually feel this good aura that we have. So sometimes maybe this is the time that maybe we can decrease our, before this maybe very stressful lifestyle. So at this time, maybe we can try to, do a lot of meditation, or try to, catch up on things that we would not be able to do before this because of rushing, all that. So this is the time maybe we can use to try and do like self-improvement. So see maybe what we want to improve in terms, like for example, like relationships between our family members. Before this, always go out early the house, come back late, but we don't spend enough time with other family members. So this time we can actually strengthen this relationship, between our family members or whoever we're staying together, or spouse and all that. So it's much more like bonding time. We can do certain activities together, and maybe like in terms of for self, probably like if you have an old hobby that you have not been doing for a while, this is the time that we can use to catch up and do the things that we love and enjoy doing before this. Or either you want to learn a new skill, like a lot of people nowadays, they're showing cooking at home, trying new recipes, and this is something you can also do with your family members. Something that you can enjoy and maybe catch up. Like maybe some people, they have an old hobby, they used to like to do like painting or something like that. So this time they can probably use this time to do this. And usually when we do all these like things that we love for a hobby, it actually give us a very good feeling, and it will also give us that positive aura that we want. So when we look at outer beauty, this is one thing that we always talk about, that people are always concerned about, is outer beauty. So outer beauty is actually our skin health. So how we actually take care of our health, our skin health. So at home right now, because we're not going out a lot, and most likely we're not seeing a lot of people, only our family members at home. So this time, usually for the ladies, this is time that you let your skin to breathe a bit. So don't have to apply makeup, and you can just go barefaced, we call it. But at the same time, even though at home, have to make sure we take care of our skin as well. So actually this time is a good time to actually let our skin, breathe a little bit, and also for repairing. So I think this topic, Dr. Steven will touch on, or more focus on this topic more. So, but in terms, I'll just give the outline in terms of skin health. So skin health, no matter where you are, at home, outdoor, most of the thing is we need to have a proper skincare routine. Maybe a proper skincare routine is make sure we're doing the proper cleansing, using the right products for our skin. And also one of the most important thing that we always need to use is the sun protection, that means our sunblock. Okay. Like the saying that says, your outer beauty will capture the eyes, but your inner beauty will capture the heart. So it means that you cannot just focus on outer beauty on its own. You need also to look at this inner beauty, because this inner beauty will actually convey and also contribute to your outer beauty. So it's something that goes hand in hand, that you need to look at both. Okay, so I think I can pass it on to Dr. Steven now.
Okay, can you all hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Can hear. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Alia, for the sharing session. Now we continue for skin health. Okay, I see most of the participants here is almost 90% is ladies. All wonderful ladies. Okay. I'm sure every one of you currently nowadays actually have been using some amount of skincare, be it whether normal one or be it the expensive one. So okay, basically today I'm going to talk about the skincare regime. So I'm going to talk about the necessary skincare regime only. So we actually involve 5 steps. So from cleansing, toning, serum, moisturizing, and sunscreen. For the guys who is very lazy to use all 5 steps, actually you can just using cleanser and moisturizer and to mask sunscreen only. So you can skip the toning part and the serum part. Okay, not necessarily the expensive brand will be beneficial for you, but most important thing is you need to choose the right product for your skin. Okay. So the first one will be cleanser. So actually you need to choose a proper cleanser for your skin. So you don't choose the cleanser that is too strong for your skin. How you know the cleanser is suitable for you? After you use the cleanser, the first thing you need to try to note is your face, whether the skin will be feel tight and dry or not first. If the thing is too tight and dry, that means the cleanser is too strong for you. So usually I will recommend every one of my patient to use the gentle formula. So in case the thing doesn't, after you clean once, you still feel your face is very oily, you just apply second time. Of course, I know some people will use some scrub to clean the face. Actually, this is not necessary. So in case you need to use, you use it once a week is okay already. But mostly I will recommend you use a chemical scrub, usually like AHA, BHA, all those things. It's more gentle for your skin and also doesn't damage your skin. For those ladies, you always use sunscreen, use the waterproof mascara, makeup, all those things. You can add on the oil-based cleanser. Usually is the makeup remover or those things. So to properly clean all your face, because or else it will cause the pores to clog and cause acne. So the next step will be toner. Actually, this is not a necessity. So it's optional only for everyone. So actually the original, the main intention of the product last time actually is to help the people after cleaning out the face, they use the toner to further dry up the skin and also remove the dirt from the face. So usually last time you'll hear about the toner is alcohol based. So, but the newer one actually is more of the water-based. Actually, the main function of the toner nowadays actually is to hydrate your skin. So to add on the water, so your skin will be further hydrated. So you can skin care step will be further enhanced. That skin can absorb better. So the toner actually more than 90% actually is just a water. For guys, actually you can skip toner. Because actually after you bathe or you wash your face, I'm sure a lot of people not going to apply the skincare immediately. Some will go and check their phone, watch TV, look at their face on the mirror, all those things. So by the time you start applying the skincare, after all those things, actually your skin are already dry up. The water is lost already from the skin. So that's the reason you need to use toner. If in case you done bathing or wash your face, you immediately apply the skincare, actually you can skip this toner actually, not really necessarily. So, okay, this for the serum and the essence, actually, if you want to do anything, improve your skin, all those things, so this is the most important one. Usually we'll find it is just a small ampule there actually, but the small ampule is concentrated or highly concentrated dose of the essence that you need. So actually you can do a lot of functions, depends on what type of the skin issue you want to tackle. If you have dark spot, you can use the vitamin. If you want to anti-aging to reduce the wrinkle, all those things, you can use a retinol or peptide thing, all those things. So, but mainly for most of the people, for any age, from the young to the old one, actually the most basic one need to use is for the hydration purpose. So actually, currently the most popular one nowadays for the hydration is the hyaluronic acid, because it can absorb 1,000 times more than the water, more than itself. Okay, so this is what I said just now. The hyaluronic acid actually is the main thing you can use for everyone without causing irritation and protect your skin. So when your skin is hydrated, it will further strengthen your skin barrier. So your skin also will feel better and repair faster also. For those people who want to reduce the spot, got the some pigmentation on the face, actually you can use a vitamin C, Arbutin, or Ricorise. Actually, a lot of the whitening product in the market. You actually choose the suitable one for you is okay already. Okay, for the ladies 40 and above, actually the best to use is the retinol. It's a proven, actually it's a proven, one of the proven regime for anti-aging. Okay, it will stimulate the production of the collagen elastin from your skin. So thereby it will slowly reduce the aging of the skin. But one thing about when you're using retinol, so you need to apply enough of the sunblock also, or else actually the retinol will cause your skin more sensitive to the sun. So in the end, you will have more dark spot or those things. So for the people who have dry skin, sensitive skin, very easy to have allergic to many products, actually you can try to put in vitamin B3. Usually they call niacinamide for niacinamide. Okay, but it's alternative name for the vitamin B3. Actually, this one actually it can improve the redness and the irritation of the skin. Also, actually, at the same time, it's reduce the inflammation of your skin. So it's very suitable for those people have a lot of eczema or those things, redness or okay. So the last step of your skin regime usually actually is moisturizer lah. So at night, so actually the main thing of the moisturizer is to lock in the water of the face. Just now you hear me, after you bathe, you can immediately apply the thing already, right? Then after that you use the toner. Actually, all the thing is to add the water into your skin only. So what happens after you add the water? Because your skin is exposed to the outer surface, the environment, so it will dry up, evaporate very easily. So the next step you need to do is add in oil. The oil will lock in the water inside the skin, so prevent the thing lost faster. So the main purpose of the moisturizer will be like that. So actually, most of the product in the market actually is just one, but of course the higher expensive line, they have day cream, night cream, all those things. Actually, these two actually the difference actually very mild only. One is the day cream will be lighter in texture and rich in a lot of active oxidants, so to fight against the pollution in the environment. So the night cream will be thicker in the texture, so it's mainly to hydrate and moisture your skin and also repair the skin after the whole day. Okay, for the people who want to take care of the eyes also, because you know when you apply the skincare over your face, then in the end the skin will look very nice, then but you see a lot of small fine lines, the puffiness on the eyes. Okay, but you need to use a special cream now. Usually they will have a special eye cream for the area. So actually, because why? Because our skin around the eyes actually is very thin and delicate. If you use the normal moisturizer around your eyes, you will know faster, very fast. You notice you got a lot of the block pores, the bumps and bumps there, that usually a media there, because of the pores there is being blocked. So usually the eye cream is formulated to be have lesser concentration of the active ingredient and also less oily. So more suitable and more tolerable by the eye area. Okay, so this is what I said just now, the day cream and night cream. So basically it's just a mild difference only. So some people, they actually, if those people with sensitive skin, actually I will prefer them don't use the day cream with the SPF, because usually those will cause the allergic reaction to them. Okay, night cream for most of people, especially ladies 40 and above, actually they usually like it because it's more oily. They will feel your skin very comfortable, nice. The next day they use the thing. For guys, you can skip you can just use the normal cream enough already, because the night cream will be too oily for you. So very easily get acne. So, okay, actually another step will be the sunscreen actually. This is the most important out of everything actually, because we are living in tropical country. So our sun is almost there every day except rainy day. So if you want to save on your save money on the product, all those things, pigmentation, all those things. So the first step you need to do most important is sunscreen. So because why? Because the sun, the UV light will cause the damage to our skin. So you'll notice your face will have more fine lines, wrinkle, and pigmentation over the time if you expose under the sun all the time. So especially in the white people, we see whether very high incidence of skin cancer, because they always exposed to the sun, sunbathe under beside the beach, all those things. So they're more prone to skin cancer. Okay. So for the sunscreen, usually I will actually recommend you use SPF 30 and above, and PA+++. So SPF actually is the markers for UVB. So when you say it's 30 means is actually it protect 30 times more than the normal resistance of your skin. The PA is the markers for the skin against the UV light UV light A, sorry. So actually you choose 3+ and above, you'll be okay already. The latest one will be 4+ lah, but you get 3+, 4+, it doesn't matter. It's almost the same thing. Okay. The most important thing is don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Use enough sunscreen. So usually when you use a sunscreen, it's around 10-cent coin size. Then you apply it every 2 to 4 hours lah. Actually, if the ladies here, actually we don't really go under the sun, right? So actually you can apply around 3 times a day, 2 to 3 times a day lah. One in the morning when you go out to work, or you send your kids to the school. Then in the noontime when you go for lunchtime, you fetch your kid. The afternoon when you start going back from your office, all those things lah. Then for the sunscreen, even today is a rainy day or those things, you must apply it as well, because actually the UV light can penetrate through the cloudy environment. So you don't see the sunlight doesn't mean that the UV light is not there. So you must use it as well. So actually there's a newer sunblock. There is for actually additional spectrum like infrared, visible light, all those things. But it's actually, if you stay indoor, actually this one actually not really okay, not that important. So you see from the graph, you can see actually when you get the sunscreen SPF 30 and above, actually almost the sun protection against the UVB is almost the same. It's like 1 or 2% difference only. The SPF 15 is the lesser one, about 7-5% lesser than that. So that's why you get SPF 30 and above. The most important thing is you must use enough. Okay, you don't be stingy. Or I'm using the example, like you using the sunscreen SPF 100. So you will try the thing very expensive. You try to save the money. Oh, if I use half of the amount, then I get SPF 50. Then very clever, right? Actually, it's not like that. As long as you use less than the required amount, actually the sun protection, the SPF will be very less. It's around 5 to 10 only. Actually, no point using it. So the more money you try to save on sunblock, the more money you're going to spend on skincare or treatment later for your pigmentation or the aging. Okay, this is the common pigmentation problem ladies always face lah. So the left one usually is freckles. You will see usually you see in the white people, all those things. Usually it's genetic lah, but some of the Asian will having the problem also. So what the sun can make the thing, it can make the thing worse. So usually you will notice the thing is light brown in color, but if you always expose to the sun, you will notice the freckles getting more and the color will be darker. All those things. Even you got the money to do treatment, all those things, if you still not doing the well sun protection, actually after a while, it will come back again. The second one in the middle one will be called the solar disease. Actually, we call the sun mat, or the Chinese people they will say is a 老人斑 or 晒斑. Usually it's because of our prolonged exposure to the sun. So your skin pigment actually actually become dysfunction, actually become more active. So you'll notice, especially in the older people, because they're exposed to the sun for long term. So slowly you'll notice it more on them. So the last one on the right side will be the melasma. Actually, this one we call the butterfly pigment. Usually you will see in some ladies. This one will be very difficult. So what the sun do is it will make the thing worsen, the patch bigger also. So sunscreen is very important. So this one is we will demonstrate how the sun going to damage your skin. You see, compared to the left side and the right side of the face side, you will notice the left side of the patient, the left face of the patient will be very bad, because the driver has been driving in the truck for sending goods for 20-something years already. So the left side of the face is exposed to the sun all the time, even though it's through the window. Okay. So even the window actually, most of the window actually can filter UVB without tinted, whether it's tinted or not, but the UVB can penetrate. So when you see the tint, the car tint tinted 99%, actually it's not wrong, because whether they got tint or not, it's still 95%. But they never mention it's 99% of the UVB only. UVA, if you use good quality tint, you will likely to filter around 40-50%. Still got remaining 50%, you will go through actually go through the windows. So you can see on the left side of face, you see especially the cheek area, you see the skin texture become very coarse, very texture, very rubbery. Even the eyes also, you see the lower eyelid of the face actually is the thing is coming out already. Okay. You don't see much around the pigmentation problem, because this guy actually is a white people, is a Caucasian, so they usually don't have much of the pigmentation problem. But for us Asian, usually we'll notice a lot of pigmentation problem. Around when you start around 30s, you will notice a lot already, especially after pregnant, all those things. Okay, so how we know whether you got pigmentation problem or not? So usually we'll see the ladies, the skin very flawless, very nice, all those things, or very more pigment, right? Actually, most of the people will be the same. But if you use a special UV camera under the UV light, we'll see actually underlying the skin, the pigment distribution under the skin. So from the color, you can see already, you can predict future if you don't take care of your skin, the sunblock properly, all those things, the underlying, the darker, you see the dark spot under there, right? Inside there, right? Will be slowly come out. So this one also be genetic one. So different people, they will have different the pigmentation distribution. You see these kids around, I think you will notice about a bit small freckles around the face only. So even though if this fella doesn't take care of the face properly, not using the sunblock, you will notice most likely you have the pigmentation problem in the nose area only. Compared to these ladies, actually you see, you will notice the freckles is very prominent. So everyone have different thing. The only people can skip sunblock will be African, or the dark people, the black people, Indian people. Why? Because their pigmentation is evenly distributed all over the face.
We'll talk about integration in after I'm done. So I'll just continue playing this video, and you will see how this workflow is really important, especially at this time during this COVID situation. How this can really improve hospitals to reduce contact.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Okay, so I continue. Okay, what happened? So in order to prevent those pigmentation problems, what you do, you need to apply sunblock. So what happened when you apply the sunblock? You notice the ladies apply the sunblock, right? So if you use the UV cable, you will notice actually the area you apply the sunblock will be darkened because the sunblock is totally absorb all the UV light. So if you show on the camera as the dark area, all those things. So if you skip on the sunscreen or you apply a little bit of the sunscreen, you will notice the area here actually is not totally dark. It's a bit like semi-gray color, all those things. That means some amount of the UV light still can go through and cause the aging of your skin. Okay, so for the sunscreen, the most important thing you need to choose to look for, the keywords you need to look for is the first thing, if the sunblock is from the Western country like US or those things, you look for the keyword broad spectrum. Usually this one means actually cover everything, UVA, UVB, all those things. If you the sunblock is from the Asian country like Japan, all those things, you usually look for SPF and PA. So SPF is for UVB, PA is for UVA. So look for SPF 30 and above and PA 3+ and above, all those things. So the most important you get 30 is okay already. If you use around 70, 80, all those things, actually it doesn't prove any benefit and also easily cause, most of the people easily cause the face to be sensitive to the product. Actually, most of the time, actually they falsely advertise the thing also. So in Western country, the higher limit of the SPF, they only limit to 30. They written that 30+. That means 30 and above. Anything above the 30, that means it's 30. So less than that, they will don't have the plastic. Okay, that's all for my sharing. Okay, everyone, please stay healthy and beautiful during this MCO period. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, if you have any question to ask, you can feel free to ask it here or those things, or if you feel shy to ask in front of everyone, you can just private message me or ask me personally after that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Stephen and Dr. Alia for your sharing. Okay, so now we open for the Q&A session. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay, so maybe I need to go back to another screen. Can somebody remove this PPT slide? Okay, so now we're open for the Q&A section. So if you have any question, you may type out your question by chat or put the raising sign and we will unmute your mic. Is there any question? And can I see Dr. Alia as well?
Okay, I got a question. Someone asking about how about the exposure to laptop screen light. Actually, for this, actually, if you are working as a programmer or IT person, all those things, you can apply sunblock also as well if you're very paranoid about it. And or else actually the light exposure from the laptop screen actually is not that strong like compared to sunlight.
Okay.
If you're still paranoid, then you can use the sunscreen with the visible light protection as well. All those things, because they did the research, they noticed that even the normal light, the normal light, red color, blue color, any color, the thing that we can see actually will cause pigmentation problem also. So if you still worry about the thing, you can use the sunscreen with the protection against the visible light as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Stephen. And maybe talking about the inner beauty, Dr. Alia, you have mentioned that we need to have enough sleep, right? But what if those people, they're facing the insomnia? Yeah, how to help them?
Insomnia. So usually we need to see what is causing the insomnia. So if whether it's causing something that's troubling them, something they are occupied in their mind, or they have certain issues. So sometimes at this time we will see what we can do about that. Maybe sometimes maybe they have some issues or problems that they dealing with, so that will cause them to be unable to sleep well. So sometimes maybe at this time is probably is, you know, maybe it's either whether they would want to have they can either go for seek professional help for in terms of counseling, or sometimes maybe confiding with like probably somebody close to help them overcome the issues that were causing them to whatever issues that they're having, they're struggling, them, they're unable to sleep. So but some people also, they are having problem with insomnia in terms of maybe in terms of certain medical issues. So sometimes they will probably need some supplements or medication that can help them. I think this topic was actually touched on by Dr. Sue yesterday. There are certain supplements that you can take to actually help you with insomnia as well.
Okay, so maybe some music also help?
Yeah, probably some
like
music.
Before sleep.
Yeah, music can probably help, something that can calm them. Maybe sometimes even, in fact, when you do like do certain like exercises also, actually exercise will actually help your blood circulation, and that can also help to improve your sleep quality as well. So maybe I think that they probably have to look at their daily activities, what they are doing. So maybe that can actually make them feel more calm and then be able to help them to sleep better as well.
Okay, okay, thank you, Dr. Alia. And how about Dr. Stephen? Because nowadays, actually, we can find quite a lot of product in the market calling like so-called all-in-one product. Like something like the toner, but they just use in the spray form, you know. So they just say that one bottle can replace everything, including the cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer. So how do you define such product?
Actually, this all-in-one product has been popular, especially in Asian country and also actually Korea for like quite some time. It's around more than 5 years already.
Okay.
It's more suitable for those people who are lazy. Actually, it's all-in-one. But the amount of the ingredient for inside for each function will be very little, just enough for normal thing. So if you want to have the good result, I still recommend you use the separate product for those things. Because nowadays you can see 5-in-1, 6-in-1 for hydration, for sunblock, for blemish to cover the foundation, all those things. They have a lot of anti-aging, all those things. But because of the product, they have to make it stable, prevent the skin from become sensitive to it. Actually, they put very little amount on it to prevent the problem, all those things. So it's for convenient for lazy people, young people. They don't like to apply for a long time because nowadays actually you see like just now I talked about the 5-step regime only. Like if you those people who follow the Korean trend nowadays, actually they invented actually 10 step, 12 step. So by the time you finish applying the skincare only, it's already more than 1 hour already. Okay.
Okay.
So I got another question, will be asking about the sunscreen as well. For those people who are applying the sunblock 2 to 3 times a day with makeup, how we supposed to do it? For those with applying the makeup, those people who are applying the makeup but need to apply the sunblock regularly, right? I will recommend you to choose the sunscreen that is more friendly to the skin. Like example, if you apply makeup very thick but you lazy to remove the thing to apply the sunblock again, because the thing will be too to prevent the makeup from going off ugly or the thing becomes sticky. All those things I will recommend to use. How to say? That's the recommend to use the mineral sunblock. It actually is like a brush, so you can apply on your skin anytime. Whether the skin is naked or whether your makeup, it just doesn't interfere with it, doesn't cause add the burden to the skin because it's just like additional thin layer of the powder on it, all those things. So if you have the underline, you have your own product of the makeup already, the own product of the sunscreen, I will recommend how you're going to use it. So morning, by the time before you apply the makeup, you can apply your own sunscreen first. Usually it will be in a cream. So in the afternoon or the noon time when you need to top up, you can use the brush, the mineral sunblock to it. So you can use it too also. So no need to waste the money of buying or throwing away the old sunscreen.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Stephen. But how about those people that have the oily skin type? Because they always say that they are not suitable for the sunscreen. So how to choose a suitable one for them?
Okay, for the sunscreen, actually I will mostly you can see the sunscreen outside the market usually is mostly you'll see in cream form. Usually young people don't like it because they think too oily. But for the ladies who is like 40, 50, because they're going to menopause, the skin is dry, the skin is very dry, they love it very much, all those things. So they have to choose it properly because the sunscreen, they have many different forms. So for the people who have oily skin, acne skin, all those things, I will recommend to them to choose the mineral sunblock. Those sunblock using gel form. Usually they're labeled as an oil-free gel or those things, or lotion also can. For them, they better don't choose the cream form. For sure, they will have problem on whether sometimes not immediately. Within a week, we'll notice it already. So when you not only for sunscreen, actually for normal product also, when you buy the new product, you notice it within the first few days or the first week after you using it already, you need to suspect the new product causing you the problem. Because sometimes after you apply it, you don't get the problem immediately. The things slowly come out. Maybe you will notice a bit of the pimples, small here, more blackhead here, all those things initially. After a few days, you notice the thing getting worse, but you thought you will eat the wrong food or you contact is something dirty, that's why the thing. So once you stop the product, after few days, within few days or within 1 day, actually you notice the skin go back to normal. That means you know the product is not suitable for you.
Okay, then how about those neck cream? Because actually most of the people, they're saying that those night cream or day cream cannot replace neck cream. Like those we have to apply on our neck.
Oh, okay, the neck cream. Actually, the neck cream is just extra. It's a marketing. Actually, it's a marketing. It's a
like those are neck cream, lifting cream.
All those things actually is just additional. Actually, they just add additional ingredient there to make you buy the thing for the neck. Actually, for normal people, you can just use a neck cream to apply on the neck. It's almost the same thing.
Oh, okay.
As long you use enough, you keep your neck dry, your moisture enough, prevent the dryness, all those things, and the active ingredient actually is almost the same. You just need to get the thing is suitable for the skin lifting or anti-aging. That's why for those people you using neck cream usually is ladies 40 and above, all those things. So you use those people, the cream with retinol is proven until nowadays from 80s, years 80s and now until now is still the proven the best anti-aging product. So you use that around the neck will be okay already for the whole face on the neck.
Okay. Okay. Then Dr. Alia, so is there any fruit or vegetable recommended for beautiful skin?
Actually, you take any fruits or any vegetables will actually be beneficial. But for example, there are certain particular fruits that we say that probably the ones with very high vitamin C, vitamin A, like taking tomatoes. Actually, you take anything with high vitamin C are all beneficial. So there's no specific fruit that you take. Only that fruit will actually help you. So, but we will want it to be balanced. That means you take a variation of fruits and vegetables that you take. But it is shown that in terms of but you need to see, for example, certain fruits that maybe have higher vitamin C. So you can take those for vitamin C. And maybe for vitamin A, you take certain fruits. So you need to combine these fruits food that you take. So in terms of vegetables, maybe the leafy greens are very good. And then in terms of vegetables like tomatoes, for vitamin A, right, it has a very high vitamin A content. And then like vitamin C, in terms like, a lot of fruits actually have a lot of vitamin C, oranges and all that. So it's actually much more of you can combining. There's no specific fruit for you to take for your skin as well. So you need to take a combination of all these.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Alia. So is there any else question that our participant would like to ask? Any more questions? Okay, so Dr. Steven, for the people they like to use a toner without any cotton pad, is it okay?
It's okay actually, depends on what you try to achieve the thing. So normally you just want to add on moisture to your skin. You can just put a few drops toner on your face and just tap it on the face and apply it, make it absorb. Then you can follow by the following regime like serum, all those things. In case you think that because those people who make up all those things, even after clean the face, you still feel the face dirty, all those things, you can add a cotton pad and just swipe off on your face lightly to remove the remaining of the makeup or the dirt on your face, all those things. But you don't need to do it every day actually. You can do it about 2 to 3 times a week is okay already. Because if you do it every day, actually it's quite it's a burden to your face because you are remove the normal oil, the healthy oil, and also the skin on your face. So after a while you using, you will notice your skin will be more sensitive, a lot of problem coming out.
Oh, I see. Okay. Then how about because nowadays we can find quite a lot of the so-called natural ingredient marks on internet, right? Like they use a tomato or whatever to mix themselves and just make it as a mask. So do you think there is any side effect of all these so-called natural ingredients marks or those skincare?
Actually, all those they say the natural ingredient like the tomato.
Some even put the flour.
Put the flour.
Yeah, some
flour.
even can put the
all
flour.
those things
say,
actually
like
those
claiming
people,
whitening.
they will say the rice bran, the green beans, the green tea, or the flour on the thing. Actually doesn't really add in any benefit to your skin. It just helps to exfoliate your skin like the scrub only. It's just that the final version of the thing. Because the problem with the skincare is we find it very hard for the skincare to absorb to our skin because of our skin there is blocking the way. So if you use those things like DIY, you try to save money, right? Actually you're trying to make yourself psychologically that thing help only actually.
Oh, okay. Then how about Dr. Alia? Do you have any recommendation product for scrubbing?
For scrubbing, okay. Actually, for scrubs, like Dr. Steven said, we only advise you to use it once a week. And actually, scrubs actually not something that you need to. Not everybody actually needs it, because usually people will say, "Oh, when you scrub to unclog the pores and all that." But actually, when your daily routine, whatever you're using for your cleanser and toner, it already removes the dead cells and also unclog your pores. Because sometimes you need to see your certain products that you use in terms of the scrubs, because sometimes the scrubs that they use, we need to see that thing that they use for the scrub. Sometimes they say it's all natural, it's from husk or something from the apricot seed or whatnot. And then sometimes it's also something that it comes like a microbead and all this. And sometimes the scrubbing or the technique that we use can actually, in a way, also cause more harm to your skin, whereby when you use it too often, it actually can create minor, small like injury to your skin, especially for people that have a lot of maybe acne and all that. So it can actually aggravate your problem. That's why we don't actually advise to use the scrub that often. And also not everybody actually needs scrubs actually to use the scrub.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Alia. Then, Dr. Steven, actually how to make sure those whitening product or whitening masks is free from the fluorescence agent?
Repeat again the
Okay, do you know the fluorescence agent? Because nowadays a lot of whitening product like the mask or cream, they contain the fluorescence agent. Yeah.
Okay, I know that one when you're trying to mean all those things. Usually you will see all those products in actually heavily advertised on internet. So even you use it 1 time or 2 times, immediately you notice the skin whiter, all those things. Actually,
Yes.
for whitening product, like actually there is no such thing as instant whitening. If you notice the thing instant whitening within few days, all those things is all, or within immediately, actually is all marketing gimmick. Usually we will eat a bit of the say the fluorescing ingredient or the sometimes they say the whitening bits there, the fine powder, all those things. So immediately we'll notice the skin is brighter. Actually, it's just like you make up additional powder, whitening powder on your face only. Actually, and if I'm not sure whether you know lah. Actually, some especially the Malay. Actually, recently there's a treatment called bedak sulam. It's quite popular among the Malay. It actually is like the foundation for lazy people. You see a lot of people do the tattoo and embroidery on the eyebrow, right? So this the another embroidery for your face. So immediately they come to clinic to do the treatment, they do the foundation, so they will use the derma pen to make them embroidery there. So you immediately you will notice your skin, the color, even the tone brighter, all those things, because actually the foundation is going into your skin. It's like the tattooing your skin. All those things.
Is there any side effect?
Depends on what ingredient to use. Like if you buy from the reputable company, usually it's okay, because usually the thing is on stay on your face only. After you wash it, actually the thing gone already. Unless they're using those people with no registration or those things, you cannot predict and whatever things they're going to use. Especially for whitening product. A lot of the problem is you see the one selling online or now with registration. They will usually they cannot pass the KKM the testing, because most of the time they will contain what the mercury. The mercury, because the mercury is very effective for whitening because it kills off your skin. It's a toxin. It kills off the skin, the pigment cell on your skin. So that's why slowly you will notice very fast your skin become white. But after you use some time, you'll notice your skin start a lot of rashes, your skin start become itchy, a lot of allergies, all those things, or you can ulcer, all those things, because it will further eroded to the surrounding area. Not only the pigment skin, it's like slowly eating away your skin. All those things. That's why usually the KKM you'll have every month, if you have a list of the skincare whitening product that is banned. But we cannot 100% ban it, because every day, every week, because there's a new product coming out, because Malaysia, the restriction, the regulation is not so strict. They're selling online. So very hard to trace, because they hit and run. They're selling the product. After finish the thing, they change the brand, they change the packaging, then sell it again.
Yeah. So I think we have to be very careful in choosing those products, right? Have to buy those branded product, or maybe from those trusted clinic like Stella Clinic, right? Because Stella Clinic also having their own skincare product, right, Dr. Stephen?
Yeah, actually. If you're not sure about what skincare product, what whitening product suitable for you, actually you can freely consult us or any doctor, especially skin doctor, aesthetic doctor. Actually you will know more about that, because they will been trying and see any problem. All those things. If you worry about all those things, the best thing you do is you buy from the regular, the branded thing from the shop lah. Like you can buy from Guardian, Watson, Caring, all those things. Usually that one will be legit. That one will be legit. It's not those unregistered product. So you don't need to worry about the thing.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Stephen. So actually, is there anything else you want to add on, Dr. Alia?
I think
on today's topic, how to improve the inner outer beauty.
I think like what Dr. Stephen said, that there is no one skincare that fits all for everybody. We need to know what our skin needs, what your skin is. For example, if you have oily skin, so you need to get the proper skincare for your type of skin, and also to be very cautious of what you apply on your skin. So usually a lot of people want very fast, instant results, and a lot of the craze in Malaysia is to become fair, want to become white. But we also need to see where we get our product from, not to see the testimonial, wow, I want to come fair in 7 days. Then you should be worried, why it's so fast? So we need to look at the ingredients that they have, and whether the seller is from somebody reputable or not. So because if not, it can cause harm and maybe more side effects that will take much longer for you to repair. For like maybe initially your skin was very nice already, then suddenly because you want some instant result, then it can cause a disaster. So we have to be very careful as well.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Alia. How about Dr. Stephen?
This one I want to add on. Usually when you buy the product, you use the thing, whether you just, as I mentioned just now, if you notice the a while after a while you use the new product, you notice the skin got problem or rash or those things, that means immediately you know the product is not suitable for you, or the product is got problem, the ingredient. So some sellers say after they use especially the whitening product, after a while the face will become a lot of rashes,
Detox.
a lot of the dots, all those things come out. Then when they ask back the seller, they say, the seller usually will say, this one is a detox period. You're detoxing the skin.
No such thing.
No such thing. For skin,
yeah,
there's no such thing or detoxing.
Skin no detox.
They're bluffing.
By the time they because we will keep on continue trying, after by the time they notice the thing getting worse, right? The face is totally a lot of scar, a lot of black mark, all those things. Sometimes you got money also cannot repair it.
Yes, correct. Yeah, I think Alice Cho got something to ask, right? Alice, can you please unmute her mic, Alice Cho?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Stephen, I just want to ask you, is this what do you call?
Hello.
Hello. Can you unmute the mic, please?
She's on mute.
No, Alice Cho. Alice Cho mic.
Alice
Please
Cho.
unmute the Alice Cho mic.
Yeah, I think so. Someone mute the thing or accidentally press the thing.
Yeah, can our host help to unmute Alice Cho mic? Or maybe at least you can just type up your question by chat. Do you mind if you type out your question by chat?
Okay, meanwhile, where we are waiting, there is some question on the chat also. So let me answer the next question. Does sunblock disappear after sweating? Yes, the sunblock, most of the sunblock will disappear after sweating. That's why you need to apply every 2 to 4 hours, because no matter how they label water resistant, sweat proof, all this thing, somehow you will still lose the sunblock after a while, especially you sweat a lot. That's why we are recommending you apply 2 to 4 hours, because when they did the research, after you apply the sunblock, after 2 hours, especially you sweat a lot, right? More than 50% of the sunblock is totally gone already. So by the time after 2 hours, you sweat a lot of those things, maybe the SPF left on your face, maybe left 15 or even 10 or less than that. So that's why you have to apply more regularly, because to top up the sunscreen. And actually, sunscreen there is 2 types. One is called physical, one is chemical, right? So like the chemical is like the drug. So after you use a while, right, there's a duration of the thing, whether the thing will work. After a while, when the medication, the effect gone already, actually you have to apply again. So roughly it's around 2 hours. So you have to apply about, that's why I say 2 to 3 times a day is minimum for us. In case if you go to somewhere hot area like desert or beside the beach, all those things, you have to apply more frequent. So you have to apply at least once every hour or 2 hours, or else you'll notice your skin for sure will get burned. Some people apply once, when you go to the beach, they apply once only or twice only, come back still burn. Because the problem is they apply once only, after a while the thing will gone. So you apply sunscreen doesn't mean that you're totally immune from sunburn, because you can see the graph just now I say like 97% to 99%. Right? The 3% after you expose for the remaining 3% to 3% of the sunlight, in the end you will still get burned. because it depends on how long you stay under the sun. For normal people like us in Malaysia, usually we're not going to go under the sun very long. We just going to inside the car. From the car, you go inside the shop or go inside back to your house or going to the mall. So you just need the, that's why I say 2 to 3 times just to cover the thing outside.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Stephen. Anyone else would like to raise up a question?
Okay, next question will be, will the LED light cause our skin darker? Actually, this LED light depends on your what type of LED light you are referring to. If you're asking the LED light which is found in the house, right? Because nowadays all the bulb usually replaced with LED or the stick. If you expose long enough and a lot of LED light like in studio or those things, yes, it will cause your skin darker. Yes, that's why you have to, inside the house, inside the studio, you have to use sunblock also. Especially you see those spotlight, all those things, very strong, all those things, you better use sunblock.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Stephen. So anything else? If nothing else, then here comes to the end of our sharing today. And actually, I hope, yeah. Is there
actually,
any
there's still 2 questions actually.
Okay, sure. You can continue, Dr. Stephen.
There is a question asking, actually, some asking, actually the face got a small acne pimple on the face. Which type of the toner suitable for her? So for this type of skin with a small pimple, actually is because of your pores being blocked, all those things. The thing to come into mind is not toner. The first thing you have to cleanse your face properly. So for this thing, because your face actually maybe because of the makeup or your own, your skin, the oil block your pores. So I usually recommend you to use a cleanser and the warm water to slowly clean your face. Because normally most of the people, even especially guys, when they clean the face, it's like very chin chai clean a while, then you wash it off already. For this type of skin, usually you need a more longer period. Usually I will recommend you clean your face around 1 minute. So slowly use the palm of your fingers, slowly massage, especially the T-zone area. This is the one that usually will cause the actually more oily, a lot more pores or blackhead you will see. So here, and here, you'll notice a lot of people complain of the thing here, and here. So you just use the palm of your fingers, slowly massage, like the massage, slowly around 1 minute. Okay, then you clean it off, all those things. So if you feel the problem doesn't settle after that, you can use the toner with, as I mentioned, toner with like the AHA, BHA, all those things. Actually, if you make unclog your pores better, you can get the salicylic acid 2% usually will found outside, or even the AHA. For the people with sensitive skin, you can use even gentle acid, PHA. They call PHA, polyhydroxy acid. Normal skin people, they can use AHA or SA, but the salicylic acid will be a bit drying for ladies, especially those people with less oily skin. So I recommend after you use it, you better put a bit more moisturizer for the face, or else you will notice the skin very dry and scaly. Okay. Okay, that's our final question asking here. If I work more than 10 hours a day, can I just top up my sunblock without washing your face? Yes, depends on what type of your sunblock you're using and whether you got put makeup or not. Usually without makeup, actually you need to wash your face. You just actually have to use a wet wipe or the thing, wash your face a while, a bit, the white bit, then you can apply the sunblock already. In case you have wearing makeup, and you find it a bit difficult to remove the makeup because maybe you spend 1 or 2 hours to do the makeup, all those things, I recommend you use the mineral sunblock. That's like the brush one. You can brush it like that. Is that adding additional layers on your face on it. It won't cause problem. So if you use the cream type of sunscreen, better you wash it off first, because they say you apply sunscreen about 2-3 days, 2-3 times a day, you'll be too burden for your skin. most of people like especially sensitive skin, right, you'll have acne for sure.
Okay.
Okay, there's a new question. Do you recommend buying face washing brush for VR or what facial brush? Actually, this one actually there is no. Actually, you can use it lah. It's not depends on the quality and the type of the brush. If you use the brush, it's like a sponge, very soft. All those things you can use it. It's okay. It's just a replacement for it's more convenient replacement for washing your face, like you using like electric toothbrush or those things. If you find the face washing brush is like a lot of the small fine brush like the toothbrush one, better you don't use it. It's actually something like you using the exfoliating scrub. So it's like using a small sandpaper to scrub on your face. Actually, if your skin is very thick, doesn't matter. Normal people, after you using sometimes, especially using every day, like, they sure have a problem with the skin. Okay. So last question, where to get the mineral sunblock? Actually, mineral sunblock, you can get it in some clinic, some aesthetic clinic, or actually even the expensive counter you are having it lah. Actually, my Clean Stella actually having it also, because a lot of people having problem in selecting the proper sunblock. We actually having it, the mineral sunblock. We call it brush on block. Actually, this product is from Australia and Australia. It's actually this product actually is being invented by the breast cancer lady. Actually, when she got breast cancer, she find that actually almost every sunblock on the market there is not suitable for her. It's either containing the preservative or the sunblock, especially the chemical sunblock, actually can cause some hormone, can disrupt some the hormone in your body. So in the end, she decided to create her own sunblock, which is using the physical sunblock. Usually when we say the physical sunblock, it will be titanium dioxide or zinc oxide. This one, if you apply on your face, actually you won't absorb to your skin. It's like applying an extra layer powder on your face. It's when the sunlight shine on your skin, the thing is like a mirror and automatically reflect out. If like you using those sunblock in the market, usually it's combination of chemical and physical sunblock. Part of it will be like shine, like the one I said, mirror, the shining up. Another one will be absorbed to your skin. It's like the filter. It's like your car tint. It filter the thing that going into your skin. But usually that one will be cause problem to people, especially people with sensitive skin and those hormone thing. Depends on how frequent you use it. Because there is recently there's a sunblock that you're using as like the body wash. You know, right, Alia?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use the sunblock for lazy people. Usually the sunblock you need to apply on the face, on the body. Like this one, you use like the body wash, the body shampoo. You bathe it all over your body, wait it about 5 to 10 minutes, then you can go out already. But this one I not recommend. This one already actually very popular in KL. I find it actually a lot of people. They say they're using the nanotechnology. In the end, when I go and investigate the ingredient, they're using chemical sunblock. So yeah. So it's not recommended because the chemical sunblock somehow will affect your hormone, especially normally you need the sunblock is for your face. Now you're applying whole body. So the amount of chemical going into your body is more. Okay?
Okay. So is there any else question, Dr. Stephen?
So far, no.
Okay, no more. So I think here comes to the end of our sharing today. And I believe everyone enjoyed and learned something from our sharing just now, right? So once again, thank you very much, Dr. Alia and also Dr. Stephen. And thank you to our attendants for your precious time. And if you have any further inquiry or question, you may just contact our Stella Clinic for the further professional consultancy service from our Dr. Stephen and Dr. unaware regarding your skincare. Okay, so please stay home during this MCO, and again wash your hands frequently and wear a mask wherever you go. And remember, please join us for tomorrow's topic on the way to boost immune system for pregnant women and children during COVID-19 by our Dr. Stephen and also Dr. Chua. Okay, so Dr. Lai, you still here? Is Dr. Lai here?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay, so yeah, Dr. Lai, do you have anything you want to add on?
No, no.
No, right? Okay, so stay safe, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.